Finally something good to eat. And they gave me a lot of ketchup, salt, and pepper too. Hi y'all, it's Kimberly here. Thank you for coming to my channel. Well, some of you may know that I've been pretty sick from the vaccine. I'm just going to recap. I took the Moderna vaccine. The first shot that I took made me sick. I had a headache and I was very nauseous. I was constantly thinking I was going to throw up till I didn't go to work. I called in sick, and like every 30 seconds I thought I was going to throw up, but I didn't actually throw anything up. I didn't eat very well before I took the vaccine because I'd heard that it makes you nauseous, so I didn't, which was a mistake. I think it made me feel worse because I didn't eat. But I didn't have any stomach contents, so all I did was like retch, with your throat, and pretty much that was the most side effects, I guess, that I had with that first shot. And then with the second shot, which you have to take a month later, and I just took it last Monday, so it's been a week, and it made me very sick. The next morning I woke up and my arm was really sore, which I actually did have that. I had arm soreness also with the first one. But the second one, I was much sicker in a way. I had so much fatigue. I can't believe how much fatigue I had. I was just so exhausted. I never felt fatigue like this ever. And I called in the first day. I was so tired and weak, very weak, and my arm was hurting really bad in the injection site, and my elbow was kind of I wouldn't say really swelled up, just a little bit inflamed, and my forearm muscle was very tender, and then my hand was on my left hand, but it was like cramped up like that when I woke up, and I couldn't move my fingers, and my joints were hurting really bad. And so I didn't go in. I was, not in any condition to really work. And then the next day I went in, and I work in agriculture, and we're starting the summer season of it, which is like working in the fields, very hot, very hard work. And I worked all day almost. I think I worked about 6 or 6.5 hours, and it got really hot, and I think I told my boss about 3, a little after 3, I was like, I need to go. I don't feel well at all. And then the next morning I woke up and I felt really horrible. I just felt so physically drained, and I was having like extreme fatigue. I felt like I could hardly get up. I would get up, I'd sit up or stand up, and I would feel just exhausted just from that motion. And I pretty much just laid around all day. And then I had no appetite. I didn't eat hardly anything. So Monday I didn't really eat. No, I did eat on Monday because I made a mistake of not eating before I got the shot. So I did eat on Monday. But on Tuesday I didn't eat hardly anything. And we're out in the field. It was hot, and I just had no appetite. And even when I got home, I was so exhausted on that night that I just fell asleep. I really don't remember eating anything, because I remember I went to sleep at like 5:30 or 6 in the evening when I got home, and I slept till the next morning. Well, not really slept, but I had not very restful sleep. But in and out, I'd slept, I guess, till about 6 or 7 in the morning, something like that. I got up pretty early because I had to take my dogs out, but I was really exhausted. And then, from the moment I woke up, I felt exhausted, like I had just worked an 8-hour shift, which was really odd. I thought I would feel better, you know. And then I called in. I told her I just feel horrible. And then that was on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I felt the same, just really, really horrible and awful. And I had like a dizziness, like I was real dizzy. Like I just felt like if I would turn around too fast or if I got up too fast from a sitting position or laying down, I would get dizzy. And when I tried to stand up on my feet, I felt dizzy and extreme fatigue, just constant extreme fatigue and no appetite at all. And I didn't eat hardly anything that day. I don't even remember if I ate much of anything. I have this package of peanut butter crackers that I had been snacking on since Tuesday. I still had like 3 or 4 crackers left in it. And I did I believe it was on Thursday that I did go and get chicken McNuggets. I wanted 6-piece chicken McNuggets, so I did eat that. That's the one thing I ate that day. And then Friday, I woke up again. I was still really fatigued and still had the dizziness, and I was drinking a lot of water. I was drinking, I wasn't dehydrated. I did the little pinch test, so it wasn't dehydration. And then I did get a craving for potatoes, but we don't have any baked potato place here, and I was just too exhausted to cook anything. And so I went and got some French fries with gravy at Sonic. That's strange, but I just wanted something bland, really, I think. Chicken and potatoes or something bland, because I usually eat a lot of spicy food and heavy foods. I'm not real great with my diet. And I just wanted something bland that I could stomach, and that's what I ate. And then I talked to my boss, and I told her that Friday night, I was like, I won't be able to do that. I mean, I can't be out in the heat. I was exhausted. I couldn't stand. I was getting dizzy, and I did realize something, that I think that I was having issues with low blood pressure, because I've been diagnosed with that before, and I think the vaccine may have triggered it. And I realized that some of my symptoms were from low blood pressure, and I don't take medication for it. There's not a whole lot that you can do. You have to just kind of watch, how you, I don't know, just be careful being out in the sun, stuff like that. Make sure you're hydrated. And there's other issues with it too, but I just pretty much stay out of the sun. I don't like hot weather. I complain about the hot weather all the time. My neighbor's dogs are barking, so my dog's going to start barking now. Lucky. Come here, baby. My baby. My big baby. My big baby. See, this is why I don't make my videos at home. Lucky. Baby. Come here. He's a big baby. But I talked to her, and I told her I just won't be able to do this job anymore. I was like, I'm going to have to find something else for the summer and just come back in the regular season. I just can't handle this heat. I don't want to risk my health. And I actually forgot about the low blood pressure. It's been like decades since I've been diagnosed with it, and I really haven't had a lot of issues with it because I stay out of the sun. I don't like the hot weather, and I like cold weather, like cool, cold weather, something, fall, winter. And so I don't know. Well, she was going to try and help find me something, maybe, possibly, that I can do. So I don't know about that. I'm still waiting. We're gonna talk again and see. If not, I may have to find another job. But with those side effects, with the extreme fatigue, I feel much better today. I don't feel quite as dizzy, really. Not a whole lot. but I have to be kind of slow when I'm standing up, and I don't feel as physically exhausted like I did. I actually went to the store, did a few things, and I feel a little tired now, but not as horrible as I did before. And a really loud truck. Sorry, I'm in my backyard. Sorry, there's a lot of noises. So those are side effects I had with this vaccine, and I don't have as much appetite as I normally would. I did. I ate a hamburger yesterday, a big hamburger and this big thing of fries. That was the first really full meal that I had, and that's all I ate all day, which is the picture at the front of this video. And it was at a little convenience store. It's one of those little convenience stores, and they make these huge things of fries, and it's really good. And it was like $4.99 for the burger and the fries, and it's one of those little tiny places that you just find, and they make really good burgers there. And I ate the whole burger. I didn't eat all the fries. The fries was probably as big as the burger itself. It was a huge thing of fries, and I just couldn't finish it all. But that was the first real full meal that I had for all week. And then today I went to the store and I got one of these little Chinese boxes of Chinese food. Finally wanted something spicy, something with some kind of flavor, and it was like beef and broccoli. It was a little bit spicy, not a lot, but at least I was having more taste. Not taste. I mean, I could taste everything was the problem, and it tasted like too much, like too spicy, or too, I don't know. All my stomach wanted was something bland, and so for that whole week, that's all I ate was bland stuff, and not very much at all. And I don't know about tomorrow. I'm gonna see. Gotta talk to my boss again, see what I'm gonna end up doing. But just to recap on what happened to me, why I haven't posted, and plus I haven't posted. I was trying to do my podcast earlier in the week, but I was just so exhausted, and I actually had this cough too, a little bit of a cough, but it wasn't like a cough that you get with a cold or a flu, not like that horrible cough. It was like it felt like this vaccine, like it loosened phlegm. I hope you're not eating. I know it sounds so gross. It was gross to me, and I could feel like it felt like a hair in the back of my throat, like I was trying to, like a cat would, and that's what it felt like. And I did have that kind of like a little cough, but it was more like the phlegm was like making me cough, like it was obstructing, and I was like trying to get rid of it. And that was the gross part. But I still have a little bit of that, but those are side effects, and that's one reason why I couldn't do my podcast. I was just, at one point, I kept coughing a lot, and that phlegm was just, I couldn't speak right, and it was just awful. But I'm gonna get back on track, start doing my regular posts and everything since I feel better, and I'll pick up with my podcast. I'll probably make another. Yesterday was when I usually do my regular podcast, so I've missed 2 of them, but I will be throughout every few days. I'm going to post on my dog show podcast. And with my scary story, I'm sorry, I just got behind. This just threw me off. Everything just with this threw me off, and I'm just way behind. I actually did write a little bit today. I wrote a little bit on that story. I haven't finished it, I mean, I was so literally exhausted. I couldn't sit up and write when I was doing this. This felt almost like the worst flu that I've ever had, but it wasn't. I didn't have like symptoms of flu. I didn't have like sore throat or fever or like that horrible cough with the flu. You know, I didn't have all those symptoms. So it was just the extreme fatigue. I mean, I literally sometimes couldn't keep my eyes open, and just that little phlegm issue was just one of the worst. But the fatigue was horrible, just absolutely horrible. I've never felt this way before in my life. It was just awful, and I don't know. I mean, I still feel weak, but I'm trying to eat more, and hopefully my dog's gonna go off. My neighbors are out there. There he is, and he's so pretty. Boo Bear. Lucky Boo Bear. So crazy. Okay. Alright. Well, he's gonna go off. I'll be back, and I'm gonna just give me a little bit of time. I'm gonna get back on my regular schedule. Thank you. Bye.